Hi, my name is Andy Farkas. I'm a woodcut printmaker, and welcome to my studio. I also write and tell stories, and today I'd like to share one of those with you and also kind of talk to you a little bit about what it is I do here in my studio. So if you're not familiar with me or my work, I make woodcut prints. I have an example of a finished piece right here. You can see that. Each color of the image is carved from a separate wood block. The first wood block I carve has much of the detail for the image. It's called a key block, like this. You can see how there's lots of outlines and detail in the block. That block then gets printed like this as a proof, and print a bunch of these proofs, and then I glue them down on additional wood blocks like so. And when I have all of them glued down, then I can carve out what's going to be different colors on different blocks. So you can see this is a work in progress here. I know I want this to be a certain color, so I have that kind of outlined and carved out a little bit, and I'm working on this one as well. I have another key block in progress right now, so you can kind of see that before it's printed, and here's that image there. This one has a little ways to go before I'm ready to print and proof that key block. A lot of my images have text with them. I like to write in the text that I write, I hope enhances the image that I create. So I thought today I'd share a story. I do a lot of bird watching, and I love birds, so they tend to show up a lot in my work, and they show up in my stories too. So I have 3 young girls, and I tell them stories. And the story I'm going to tell you, I guess I told them a number of years ago now. Usually they're bedtime stories, and so they have that feel a little bit. I only write down and remember the ones that I think are good. So this one I like, and I'm able to come back to them and get different things from them from the time when I told them. And so hopefully you can get something from this as well. And feel free to tell this story to someone else, or share this with anyone else that you think might appreciate it. Anyway. So sometimes I watch birds as they build their nests outside. Sometimes birds build nests really near my home and window where I can see them. And there was one time there was a bird that didn't fly away from her nest. This was a bird without wings. She hatched from a little cream speckled egg. She was born without wings, and her brothers and sisters chipped and chirped around her and were able to fly around the nest. And she had to wait for her mother and father to bring her food and water. Her little bird family was often away from her nest, so she was lonely. In autumn, the tree shed its leaves, and the bird noticed for the first time the moon. It rose bright and it sailed across the sky. It came again the next night and the night after, and every night was the same. The moon always came. was always there. It was a real comfort to her. I want to sail with the moon across the sky, she thought. And one night, without even thinking, she called out, "I love you." "I love you," the moon called back. "Really?" "Really." The little bird didn't know what to say, so she watched and waited for that moon every night. And one night, the moon didn't come. It had become so thin, now she couldn't see it at all. "Where are you?" she called out. "Where are you?" replied the moon. "I'm here," she said. "I'm here," said the response. "I can't see you." "I can't see you." And with that, the little bird, she climbed to the edge of her nest so to see better. "Here I am," she cried. "Here I am." "Come to me." "Come to me." And so, the little bird jumped. She jumped from her little nest. And you know what? The moon caught her. Anyway, I hope you like that story. I remember liking it when I told it to my girls. And, I had liked it, so I had written it down. I like the idea that, anyway, it can be what you will. The other thing I thought I'd show was my sketchbook. Kind of see where maybe some things come from. There's good and bad in a sketchbook, just like in everything. And there's lots of little notes and little illustrations. Obviously, I love cute animals. And it's nice for me to go through this again too. I don't go through it probably as much as I should, just to think about things that I have thought about in the past and where stories might come from and where new images might come from. I'll show you the image for the new print that I'm working on, if I can find it. And you see I share this book with my daughters. Let's see. Well, here's an image I like. I like things flying, I guess. It's a recurring theme in a lot of my work. Here, this image here. So, this is the image that I'm carving right now. You can see it in progress, and I always redraw it direct to my block. And rather than just reproduce directly what's here, and it gives me the opportunity to change, even if it's little bits, postures and things of the different characters. It helps me think about not really what I want to say with the print, but let the image, in a way, kind of generate itself. Anyway, I think that's all for right now. I may try and do this again. We'll see what everybody thinks, and I can tell some more stories. I got a bunch of those. Just thought I'd start with a really short one today. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. All right, thanks so much. Take care.